Hi, this is Paul. I wanted to make a video because I made a video on my other channel, my main channel, Trepacer, about Henry Cavill not being at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, even though Deadline was saying that there was a possibility, and there was all these rumors that he was going to be there, and he's going to make an announcement that he was going to be about his future as Superman and movies going forward. But of course, there was nothing there. And of course, all it did was disappoint people, and they even booed The Rock, who was, Dwayne Johnson is probably one of the most fan-friendly actors out there. And I don't blame him for it so much as I blame whoever's in charge DC. I don't know if it's David Zaslav. I think that's the guy's name. That's from Discovery. That's taken over. If it's him or somebody or whatever it is, but they had a slam dunk. They had a chance to basically issue a slam dunk and give the fans what they want. Give more Henry Cavill as the Man of Steel, and let him be in the Shazam movie and the Black Adam movie, and even give him another solo movie and maybe a future Justice League movie. They had a slam dunk to do it, but for whatever reason, and I know Grace Randolph from Beyond the Trailer, she keeps saying that she keeps hinting that Henry Cavill is difficult to work with and stuff, which I don't understand, because at the same breath, she also says that he was good in Mission Impossible movie and they shouldn't have killed him off. Okay? And she likes him in The Witcher, even though she didn't like the last season. So I don't understand. She's kind of all over the place. She's first at, saying, kind of hinting at the fact that maybe that he's difficult to work with. Okay? Because he wouldn't take, I think one of the things she said that because he didn't do that Shazam cameo. So I think technically he has one movie left on his contract, I think, but I don't know if that's for sure. But and they wanted to do that Shazam cameo, and I think that she was kind of hitting around that they were really pissed at him that he didn't do that cameo in Shazam, the first Shazam movie. That's what they had to do with Headless. And it's just, I'm DC. I was gonna say I'm done with them, but let's be honest. I'm gonna go see Black Adam movie, okay, and I'm gonna go see the Shazam movie because I like The Rock and I like the DC characters. It's just the people in charge, the execs in charge, have zero clue of what they're doing. They really don't. Okay, and Marvel just basically makes them look like idiots. Okay, with their presentation of Phase 5 and a little bit of Phase 6 of going forward, and they tell you how Phase 4 is going to wrap up. Okay, and they really, instead of DC, especially. I would think, I thought David Zaslav going forward, because we heard these rumors that he was going to straighten things up, that he was pissed that the previous people that were in charge, Tommy Emmerich and all this, didn't have, Superman as one of these front and center characters. And so we were waiting to hear and nothing. Again, like I said, they had a perfect opportunity at Comic-Con to do it, to make that announcement. You think that the roof would have blew off that place if Henry Cavill, because I know he's filming The Witcher now, if he would have, even if he was like on, like a remote TV saying, okay, I'm going to be in this, saying I'm going to be in future movies and all this stuff, that announcement would have blew the roof off. Okay, it definitely would have. They had a perfect opportunity to do it. And I do think that they want to move away from the Snyder cut, even though, Snyder-verse, even though if you see the Shazam trailer, you see they got Flash in it. It says that, Flash and Aquaman, and come out in Batman, okay, which is part of the Snyder-verse. But I still think they're trying to move away from it, and I think that's why they're stubborn with the by keeping Ezra Miller, no matter how many times he f's up, because that movie is supposed to, I think, reboot things. So I think that's what they're waiting on. But to me, it's like they're falling all over themselves, not to give the fans what they want, okay? And it's really ridiculous. And all these stories coming about, that are coming out from Rolling Stone, saying how the fans are toxic and how Zack Snyder stole his own film, okay? Just all these negative stories that are coming out, it's like they have no concept of how to run. And I truly wish DC was a separate studio from Warner Brothers. I really do, because it seems like there's a conflict, because Warner Brothers, who owns DC, is not planning things out the way, because I'm going to talk about when I do my video about Marvel in their Phase 5 and 6 and the end of Phase 4, and how they have everything organized and plotted out and planned out and got the directors already hired and the stars and everything. They got everything organized, okay? And that's the thing that, again, Warner Brothers, and I blame it on the execs, they panicked, okay? They panicked when Man of Steel didn't make as much money as they thought it would make, and they panicked again when Batman and Superman didn't make as much money as they thought it would make. And they just started interfering and just screwing up left and right, okay? And that's why we have the mess that we have right now. And I don't think it's ever going to get cleared up. Like I said, I know they're trying to reboot the universe with this Flash movie, but who knows what Ezra Miller's going to do between now and July of next year, okay? You don't know what this idiot's going to do unless somebody puts him in jail or put him in a mental hospital, whatever they're going to do with him, okay? So he could go out there and do something crazy to the point where they can't release the movie. I know they're still, trying to push full steam ahead because I think that movie is supposed to reset everything. But you still had a perfect opportunity to include Henry Cavill as Superman, or even if you didn't do that, which I really wanted Henry Cavill to return, you could have just even announced a new Superman. So we're going to cast a new Superman, and that Superman will be showing up, okay, in the Shazam movie, and in the Black Adam movie, and his own solo movie, and maybe a Justice League movie. You could have rebooted just like you rebooted the Batman with Matt Reeves. Okay, why don't you just give it? And I ain't talking about J.J. Abrams because at this point I'm absolutely sick of him. Okay, he got a big contract and basically sitting on his behind, not doing anything. And if I was Warner Brothers, I would sue him. I know they got to have some kind of language in that contract that he got to produce certain things by a certain time. And the fact that he hasn't done it, I would cut ties with him right off the bat because I am absolutely done with J.J. Abrams, okay? He screwed up Star Wars, and he screwed up Star Trek at the end, and so I would be, if I was David Zaslav, I would say, how do we get out of this contract with this idiot? Because I'm moving forward, okay? And we're gonna reboot. If you're gonna reboot Superman, as much as I want Henry Cavill to stay, I just want a Superman movie, okay? Okay, and I want it plotted, and that's why I would pray that David Zaslav would just hire somebody, okay, one guy, and say, listen, you're gonna plot out these movies going forward, like whatchamacallit does, like the guy from, I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Kevin Feige does. Like he plots out the movies, okay, got it all scheduled and plotted out, okay, and planned out, and he does it. He's organized and does. Why is it so hard to get somebody else to do the same thing for DC? Why is it? Okay, because I think you have the tail end of Warner Brothers, which is an absolute mess. You see, they pissed off Christopher Nolan; he's gone. Okay, and now they're pissing off Zack Snyder, even though I think he would come back if they asked him. It's just a mess, and I'm just at DC. They wear me out with all this BS that they're doing. I'm done. I say I'm done, but I just have, I'm not gonna even think about any Superman movie till I actually see it, because I have zero faith in Warner Brothers Discovery. I really don't. I thought maybe when Discovery took over that things would automatically improve, but the San Diego Comic-Con just absolutely proved that nothing's changed. It's just the same old BS with Warner Bros. Not listening to the fans, doing what they want to, and just they're directionless and rudderless, and we're just along for the ride for the chaos. Okay, and Marvel's sitting over there organized and all plotted out in a nice, neat suit, and Warner Brothers sitting over there with disheveled, okay, hair unkempt, one shoe off, I'm so done with them. Anyway, let me know what you think about this whole DC thing, because I'm so discouraged. I was so looking forward to Saturday. I was so, because it's hot as hell in New York for the past couple of days in most of the country, and I was looking forward to actually hearing Henry Cavill. That would have made my day. I was looking forward to seeing the announcement, and they disappoint me once again. I don't know. They really make it hard to be a DC fan with all those great characters. That's why I was just praying that when I heard that rumor before that maybe they would sell the DC, that maybe Warner Brothers would sell DC, but I don't think they're ever going to do it, because those characters, Batman, especially Batman and Superman, those two characters are so, those IPs are just too much money, but they screwed it all up. And I just kind of praying to myself that they just hired maybe one guy to get in charge of it and say, listen, I'm going to be in charge of the universe, and this is our plan going forward. These are the movies that that's going to come out in the next couple of years. Okay, this movie. That's just like Marvel does it. I don't care if people say you're biting Kevin Feige. So what? It works. Okay, so if it works, try it. If it ain't broke, fix it. Okay, if it's broke, fix it. Okay, just do that, please, please. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, I have a link down below to my main channel, Trepacer, and you can see that video that when I made a video about Henry Cavill not being at Comic-Con when everybody's so disappointed. Just follow the link to that my other main channel. You can watch that video. Also, I have a link down below to my patron. I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere. I want to say thank you to him for supporting me, always having my back. And again, my patron's only $5 a month. I have tons of content on there, tons of unedited content on there. Everything from WandaVision to Loki to Hawkeye to Moon Knight to, I was going to say Daredevil, to Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, Titans, Doom Patrol, Superman and Lois, Stargirl, okay, The Flash Season 8. Follow the link below to the patron. Check it out. Okay, it's only $5 a month. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.